Alright guys, and welcome back to Subnautica. So, a couple things that I have for hopefully in this episode, or however you want to take it, is for us to get some type of base built because I was looking through this earlier. We do have the abilities for a habitat builder. I believe you're given this with anything without having to research anything. You're given the habitat builders so we can at least make a base to just have a bunch of storage and a lot of power and stuff like that. So we have one more for the scanner room and one more for the laser card. Those are both in the grassy plateaus or the red grass area that we had before in the first episode. And then I believe there's a part to the bioreactor there as well. Plus also there's a little bit of an area over there that I do want to explore that you can actually get through these radios just naturally as you're playing the game and you keep answering them. It'll take you to this area. So we're going to listen to this radio because I know we haven't listened to many if we have already. So I'm going to shut up and let this play out.
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by the Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull. Come get us already.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Okay, so we're actually going to go over there first. So let's go back. I'm going to drink that water now because I can. Seamoth is right here. So yeah, we're going to take a quick trip over here because I think if I know, this might be next to the area that I actually wanted to go earlier that can help us at least get more so we can at least build some type of base for just storage and stuff like that. So this should be in the grassy plateaus area. And which, yes, it is. Okay, so yeah, there's the entrance to it. Okay, there's the part to a Seamoth, and there's actually something out here. Get the map out of here. I think there's also.
Integrating new PDA data.
Okay, we will listen to that. Okay, yeah, that's the part to the Seamoth. I feel like there should be something else around here. I don't think so. Oh well, let me get that going for you guys.
Ozzy's log. It's the day of the crash. I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm scared, and I'm not going outside. There are shadows in the water under the hatch, but I can't tell if they're rocks or aliens. And there's weird-looking caves nearby. The Aurora was carrying everything needed to build the phase gate. Mobile vehicle bays, bioreactors, propulsion cannons. It had a cinema. There was a zero-G gym. My cafe. I don't understand how we're here now. I don't know why no one's coming for me.
Okay. So yeah, as in the episode before, I'm probably going to be cutting out most of the resource gathering, so whenever we have those little bits of storyline. Oh, okay, there's a wreck there, so I'm actually going to explore that real quick. So I'm probably going to be cutting out most of the resource grinding because obviously that's going to get old for you guys. It's going to get old for me very quickly, but I love this game too much to give it up. So, okay, so we can get our scanner room now, actually. What's in our inventory? Voice log, just at least get that out. Okay, we have plenty of space for it. Getting confused with all my buttons real quick. Okay, silver. Silver is kind of something that we kind of really want right now. Last part for the scanner room, which will be good whenever we actually make our base. Titanium or metal salvage is something else that we'll be needing. So yeah, for this episode, just hopefully get some type of base built and purely for storage.
Preparing the day's water ration ahead of time will help ensure against dehydration.
I I sure hope it helps with dehydration. And then, oh, there's another creature egg. So, and I'm gonna go in here for oxygen and hopefully just find an entrance, which should be up here. Nope, I think it's actually up. Nope, it's right here. Okay. And I'm gonna point it this way. Okay. And scanner at the ready. And yes, I'll scan everything just so whenever I do make a base, it can actually look somewhat functional, hopefully.
New blueprint.
So I believe there's another one, and I'll get this one also going for you guys. Oh, no.
PDA data.
Auxiliary, Lost in Space near. Okay, so this is for the Degassi. So the Degassi was a crew ship, just like the Aurora, with however we were on, that came in here, that came onto this planet years ago. I'm assuming like a couple decades earlier. Okay, it's talking about someone here. Came on. Oh, it's talking about Marguerite. Okay, so yeah, Marguerite was part of the Degassi crew, and there's 3 of them that we hear in the story that got stranded, survived, and had been living on this planet for X amount of years. They crash landed exactly like us trying. I think they were trying to just use the gravitational pull to slingshot around the planet to get to their destination faster. So they're in a sense the same place as us. They just haven't escaped yet at all, like us. So that's pretty much the Degassi crew. It's just a group before here. We'll hear their stories eventually. Okay, I need to make that at some point. Okay, and then this will also be nice, but I'll get the magnetite whenever we go to the place down below. Okay, so don't kill me, lightning thingy. Please don't kill me. Don't need that in my life. Okay. Okay, please give me something decent I can actually walk away with and say that I did good with. Okay, propulsion cannon. Better than nothing. I personally never use this unless I'm on the Aurora. Oh my god, the angle on this is stupid as hell. Okay. There, finally. Okay. Might as well get that as well. So yeah, hopefully we can get some decent things out of here.
New blueprint.
Okay, and then, yeah. I think there's a lower area as well that we can also hit up. Which I think the entrance is down here? No. Oh, sorry, fish. Should have moved. I could have sworn that there was a spot down here that... Oh, well, if not, I can always revisit. Not the biggest of worries. So yeah, again, the last video for, this channel actually, became, to my surprise, one of my actually most viewed video on the channel so far. I personally did not expect that coming from a game that is years old. In all honesty, I don't want to drop that. I would rather drop quartz because that's easier to come by. No, drop the quartz, grab the titanium, and then grab the silver. Okay. So yeah, actually became the top video because I've been checking it out throughout the week, and it actually did fairly well. And there's another recording or radio call, and I also need to repair this because I've been hitting all the damn fish apparently. Sometimes whenever you're in the sea moth, you feel like you're a fish magnet, which sucks, but for the most part, it's honestly just a game. But yes, it became the most viewed video on my channel, and I can't say thank you enough for doing that because I don't expect anything at all. I don't really expect it. I'll shut up for now.
This is Officer Keenan, Lightpod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission origin coordinates downloaded.
Okay. Did I ever learn? No, I did not. Okay, not yet. Okay, so we're still gonna go to that area. So, you can go to your beacon manager, and this pretty much pulls up all the tabs that you can see. I'm personally gonna mark my Seamoth as yellow, just so because there's not many yellow stuff at the early senses of the game. So if I just see yellow, I can immediately go to that. I'll also mark my life pod red, just so I can clearly tell the difference between what I'm marking down and what's important and can give me oxygen whenever I'm below. Okay, so I need to undo that and redo it just so it can load back up because I want to go back over there. I just gotta dump my entire inventory first. Gary, I apologize for doing this, but you are getting eaten. Okay, so we're gonna repair this, and then we are going to back over to the cave. And if you guys haven't already, just like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I've had a few comments, and I actually had a conversation with whoever, I forgot their name right now, but they should be popping up on the screen right now. Hopefully, cross our fingers if I actually remember to do this in the editing process. That's Mobile Vehicle Bay. Hopefully I remember to do that. That just randomly talking about old features about this game, in which there was a lot that were taken out, like the terraformer that we were talking about earlier. So yeah, that was a throwback. Okay, I might not be able to do this area quite yet because I am limited by 200 meters, which sucks. Okay, and I need to go over here anyway, because you'll see these little platforms in which how I've always memorized it. Excuse you, bud. How I've thought of it is the... Yes, it's somewhere. The floodlights point your direction into the next quote-unquote checkpoint, so you know that you're in the right-ish area. So it points over to this one. And then this one should... Okay. Now with that one, I believe it's going to point towards this way from how I've thought of it. Okay, and we got to go through this, and which, yep, it does. Oh god, this ain't gonna break. Okay. Probably shouldn't have done it that hard. Almost lost my goddamn Seamoth on that one, which is stupid of me to do. Okay. So... don't do what I do, because I'm idiotic. Okay, so the next one, which, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be the last one. You can actually cheat this one a little bit, because it points roughly in this direction. And worst case scenario, I can go back to that hole. But Oh, and that's the last piece for the bioreactor, so I'm actually going to hop out and scan this real quick, just so I can have it. Now we have power supply.
Blueprint acquired.
Yep. Random bioreactor fragments. Shoot. Okay. We'll just go the underground route. I don't care. I have a repair tool for a reason. We can fix my problems that I come to. Oh, hey, another wreck. For another time, but a thing that is going to have my laser cutter fragment. Yep, there it is. Yep. Exit. There we go. There we go. So now there's the last part to the laser cutter, which can actually help me get into some of these, because some of them will have locked doors like that. So yeah, some of them you're not going to be able to get into unless you have laser cutters, obviously. But most of them, there's going to be another way to get into it, which fairly nice if you know what you're doing. Okay, so yeah, that's just the door to the outside, but there's also a side room that unlocks more goodies, which sucks that I can't get into it, but okay, another chair. Swivel chair this time. Which I'm gonna drink.
New blueprint.
Water. Okay. So yep. Not gonna explore this quite yet. That's another sea moth. Where's my sea moth? The yellow. Where's the yellow? Right here. Okay. I'm just colorblind for a second. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna go down into the depths and just face it, because I know that there's an area right above where we want to go that has space above it to where I don't die. And I know this is gonna hurt my sea moth, but it's going to be okay. You're gonna be fine. Just over here, and you're fine. Like that, right here. Yep, you're fine. Okay. And these giant snakes, I probably should have said this a lot earlier, but I didn't.
Medical radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drive core has reached critical state.
Okay.
Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
And we do want to see that, in all honesty, because it's cool as hell. Okay. So, I should have said this earlier, but these snakes, they're called crab snakes. And, they're scary whenever you first start off. But, in all honesty, you get used to them. They don't really do too much damage to you as a person, I believe. But, yep, so this is the last checkpoint that we need. And there it is as it loaded in. And the space above it is over here. So if you immediately know where the hole is to get out, you'll pretty much know which hole to get into. Is there a snake in this one? No, there is not. So I am free to get into this as free as I can. Okay. So I'm going to repair this up, and then I'm going to take out its battery and switch it with my Sea Glide. There. And then jump in for more oxygen, just top up, and then go back down. Okay. So now with this, what we want is the multi-purpose room. By far, the best thing that anyone can get in this entire game. Because it just gives you a lot of room to get stuff. And I'm just going to scan everything. And then we have a bunch of PDAs right here that
I pay Maida a fraction of what I pay you, and you a fraction of what I pay me. If money makes the hierarchy.
Integrating new PDA
We
data.
need her. We let her think what she likes, so long as she does what she's told. What if she doesn't? For enough money, she will. People always do.
Yep, Okay, and then
Integrating new
observatory.
PDA data.
Yeah, so now we're just getting a lot of stuff that we can make. So we can actually, you know, make a base and stuff like that.
Blueprint acquired.
So, yeah, hopefully uh,
New blueprint
we can get
acquired.
that done, or at least I can get it done. I'm actually going to drop out and get some more oxygen. Right now, there's another PDA here. Also, if you touch these, you in a sense get poison damage, and that's not fun to deal with, so yeah, don't get touched by those, because those are also in the kelp forest, the green area with all the stalkers. They're in that. So yeah, this is Marguerite Maida, and then
I thought it might get claustrophobic living underwater. Father feels it is. He'd tell me it was childish, but I stare out the window and sometimes I think how lucky I am to see this world up close. Back on the island, I wouldn't have believed the creatures that live down here. The fish, they glow. There's one that's 90% eyeball. Snakes twice the length of a habitat compartment. Certainly, it's not all friendly. Most of the plant life is toxic. Learned that the hard way. But I've managed to coax some marble melons into growing indoors. And when they don't cover our dietary needs, well, we eat the fish themselves. It's a bit gross, but there's nothing they wouldn't do. I've been attempting to document my findings. Father approves. He says understanding is power. That the more we know about this planet, the more we can use it to our advantage. I'm just doing it because it's fun. It's not easy without proper equipment and network access. The
Integrating
old-fashioned
new
way,
PDA data.
observing, taking notes, testing theories, shows me the world in a way a spectroscopic analysis never could. Lately, I've been watching the crab snakes. They ambush their prey as it tries to feed on the mushrooms they hide in. What they don't eat settles on the seabed, which fertilizes the mushrooms, which feeds the herbivores, and so the chain continues. Co-evolution gives me the fuzzies.
Congratulations, survivor. You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity.
oh,
Be
thanks,
sure to
gang.
vary your routine for uniform muscle development. Remember that materials you gather are the property of the All Terra Corporation.
Ah,
You
yes.
will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits.
Ah, 3 million credits for surviving a traumatic event.
PDA data.
Okay, so we listened to the pecking order. Yeah, then we'll just listen to the rest of this, and then I'll talk with you guys after they're all done.
Maida told me today. She wants to build a habitat 500 meters below sea level, more than a kilometer northeast of here. And she needs Bart and I to do it. She's got it into her head that she can save us if she just acts recklessly enough. But I've hauled Star Wars to Neptune, Plasteel to the Federation. This family operates 9 different mining colonies across the Ariadne Arm. Maida thinks she's better suited to lead. Her contract still
Integrating
says
new PDA
otherwise. But I just cannot damn well tell whether it's the stupidest idea I ever heard, or my only hope. I turned 80 years old last week. I thought I had another 80 in me, but marooned on this planet, there's no swapping out of my liver when the old one fails. Here, I'm mortal. And Maida is useful. So, it's my responsibility to make a decision. Return to the island and hope whatever knocked the Degazi out of the sky won't do the same to the rescue ship. Or take us deeper in search of answers. And all the while be hoping old age gets me before the sea monsters do. I'll give Maida just one thing. She was right about these caves. There's enough lithium there to fabricate 100 tons of plasteel. Enough for a damn fleet of Cyclops submarines. There was nothing anyone could have done to avoid crashing here. But I was right to order the detour.
Maximum depth reached.
We get
Hull
off this
damage
planet.
imminent.
They'll be talking about the Torgal share price on the other side of the Federation.
Yeah, so,
Integrating new PDA data.
in the, whenever you saw me just randomly go off and get that PDA that was randomly in the water, that was the first time I've ever found that PDA. I'll put that out right now. I did not know that that existed. So we are both learning something brand new today. Now back to these. Yeah, because it was this one.
These conniving corporate bourgeois, inbred, incompetent, self-absorbed jerks don't have a damn clue. The kid's not so bad. He's even useful. But I swear, everything that comes out of his father's idiot face is a narcissistic lie. He wants to stay in this cave, his problem. I'm the one doing the heavy lifting. When sea monsters are hunting you, you don't hide. You hunt the sea monsters. Then you build a bigger boat out of sea monster bones and you hunt bigger monsters. Keep going until there aren't any monsters left to hunt you. I'm going deeper. I'm gonna find what shot us down and I'm gonna tear its damn heart
Warning.
out.
Maximum depth
I started the
reached.
prep work.
Hull damage
The
imminent.
kids taught me how to make enameled glass. I've started stockpiling metal ores to build myself a sea moth. I'll raid the indoor grow beds before I leave.
Yeah, as you can tell, Marguerite is some other type of character. I'll say that. Okay, and then we already had this one. I think we read this one. Yeah, I think we already had this one, and it's just
We're
this.
already 200 meters below sea level. You want to go deeper?
Look around us, Chief. Water leaking through the hull, water outside the hatch. We're drowning real slow. If rescue arrives, whatever shot us down, it's gonna do it again and again until it's shut off. You see an off switch around here, Chief?
Why would it any more likely be half a
Welcome
kilometer
aboard,
down?
Captain.
Your kid found something on the scanner. There's something down there. Something that shouldn't be.
You're mad.
I'm going all the same, and I've an idea you two are gonna follow. But if you do, be mindful. Your authority stops at sea level.
Warning. Maximum depth
Yeah,
reached. Hull damage
these
imminent.
three are some other type of crazy. And also, you just saw me almost get attacked by this thing. Stop that, actually. Because I don't want to deal with that. Oh, hey, floating gold. Okay, yeah, this place always just creeps me out. So, in all honesty, you only come to this area one time in your entire game, and then you just forget about it entirely. It's one of the more forgettable areas of the game. So, but it's a decent place for Magnetype, and there's a much better place for it later on in the game that I have found. That obviously I'm going to share with you guys whenever that moment comes up. Because, trust me, I will be sitting there all game.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
I'll be sitting there all day long. Okay, why am I... Okay. Okay, now it's time to get out of this area, hopefully. Which that'll be fun for me to do. Okay, I also do have a fresh battery, which thank God a supply crate gave me. So hopefully I can get out of here in one piece. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get enough lithium that I can upgrade my oxygen tank, because that's always important. It's always a good thing to get if you don't know what to get. Always focus your oxygen tank, especially early on, because that's what getting you all your materials is. Your oxygen, obviously. Okay. So yeah, I'll probably cut back to whenever I actually escape this place and... Oh god.
Emergency. A quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The reactor will reach a supercritical state.
We want to watch this part.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, that thing explodes. And now everything is irradiated. Yeah. So now I would say we probably want to go back to our base because I don't know if that place is irradiated. Plus that place kind of scares me because of bigger creatures in general. So I guess we're making a safe return to our life pod early than I expected. Whoa! Okay, so I did not get my last bit of lithium to upgrade my tank, which sucks. I'll probably get that before the next video so we can get stuff done. So yeah. Okay, so probably gonna be wrapping up this video in a little bit so that I can get to editing it at some point because I have been. Oh, hey, and we have another radio.
Receiving pre-recorded distress call laying back.
This is LifePod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency sea glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us. Seriously. 3 out.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Okay. Okay, so obviously we just made our laser cutter, and then habitat builder we do also want, so I need to make. Okay, so I need table coral and copper wire, which I think copper wire is 2. Okay, I have copper wire actually, so I'll just snipe that out. I just need table coral, which table coral is just go up to these and take a few of them. Okay, well, I guess just take 4 of them. Then we are going to make computer chip. Then I need a battery, which battery is that? Okay, so 1, 2, and 1 copper. There we go. And then we can finally build the habitat builder, which
The builder
is
2
huge.
is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
Okay, and then we also probably want to build the radiation suit, which I will be needing more fiber mesh. Which, if I'm not mistaken, which often I am, I don't know why I have silicone, but which often I am, is just knifing the kelp forest. I'm 90% sure I'm right. Okay, yep. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Gross, okay. So, now that... there we go. A fiber mesh, and then... equipment. Boom. Alright. Boom, boom, and boom. Radiation suit, which now we can go to Aurora because it's naturally irradiated. So, we have that protection, which, for that case, it gives us the helmet. We cannot use the rebreather. It sucks, but it is the way it is. So, now we have radiation helmet to fix that. So, the next episode, we honestly could go to the Aurora. I'm personally not equipped enough, personally, to go there. I could honestly go there in just a sea glide, but I personally just don't want to do that quite yet. We have another call.
This is an automated distress signal from
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Okay. That one's good. Proposed to gassy base. Okay, so for now, and you can also come into the beacon manager and turn on and off your beacons. I'm going to temporarily turn the one that we were just at off, just so I don't accidentally go there twice and be like, why the hell did I come back here? So did not mean to make that at all. So how interior piece. Okay, because I know in the second game, Below Zero, by the way, there is actually a thing that you can construct that's called a deconstructor, which you put items in it, click a button, and it shoots out the items that that thing is made of. So, like, let's just say, for me, example, I accidentally made this waterproof locker, which takes 4 titanium. I throw this in there, and it juts out another 4 titanium, and pretty much gives me back what it is. So if you already have duplicates of an item, so like, let's just say we get this, and I don't need it anymore, I think you can give parts of it back. I'm not entirely sure, but actually, Sea Glide, throw it in, you get the supplies back. Kind of fairly simple. And we got another phone call.
This is LifePod 6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
There. And then I'm gonna just start shoving things in here that aren't as important because I might as well actually use it.
Approximate transmission
Okay, so what I would want to do is, obviously, we're going to need a bioreactor, which I need a wiring kit, so might as well just make that now, just so we can at least have some type of power supply. Okay, so that also needs lube, which I can easily get that, not a big deal. But most importantly, I'm going to need a lot of titanium, because I got multi-purpose room and then large room. Okay, large room I cannot do yet, so multi-purpose room it is. So I just need a lot of titanium. I will be right back because titanium is awful in this game to collect. So possibly a montage of getting all the materials for this, and this is why the scanner room is so much better than anything else. So yeah, I'll probably come back to whenever I have a lot of stuff and things. Oh, I forgot about this wreckage. So this is one of the beacon's many locations that it can be found at. It's fair, and with this area being as closest to home as possible, because it can mark down everything that you want on the map, just like one of the life pods, like LifePod 19 there. It can just put a giant marker, especially if you don't know the map, and it's also fairly cheap with 1 titanium and 1 copper ingot. So it's very, very good for new coming players that don't know the map as well. Okay, so for the base, I would hopefully like it to be like in this open area where like there's kind of like a cliff-ish, but it's somewhere at least close by. Which, in all honesty, I might just build it over here. Or at least someplace with the grassy plateaus area, which not over there. I think it's gonna be over here, where there's grassy plateaus, but it's at least somewhat close to home. Hopefully, I think I'm still thinking. I'm thunking. So I don't want it too far, just in case. Yeah, this area seems nice right here. Yeah, this area is perfect. Alright. So, multi-purpose room. Okay. Okay, I always say start off on a foundation first. And then honestly, build off of that. Just so you don't have to worry about your reinforcement problem later on. Which you'll see the entire reinforcement debacle soon. Whenever this is all up. Yep, so the whole strength is... In a sense, you want to keep that as a positive number. Once it goes to a negative number, it will turn your base into underwater. So, again, and with every single piece that you have...
Work and leisure spaces to maximize productivity. Treat this space as your home, but never forget that it is not.
Yes. So I'm gonna build a room purposely above this, just so I can have my power supply completely separate from where I want,
Oxygen production offline.
because I want it completely different from where everything is going to be. And I've always noticed that the ladders are very finicky in this. Okay, so then in here, I would like this. Okay, we'll throw it there then. Sure. Okay, so we're gonna come back out here. Yep, as you just saw in there, that there's immediately no power. So I also need to stop by the kill force. So with that, you're built into a way, and the only reason why I built it around in this area is because there's a lot of life that I can actually use to supply that need of power with all the acid mushrooms and stuff like that. Yep. And so it's on the way to 250. Which is always a good point if you're ever building another base, and that's also why you should put a beacon, or research the beacon, or scan the beacon and get it back, just so you have a point of reference of where that item is. Okay, so we are going to build the lube right now. I'm going to grab the wiring kit from in here. Then I'm also going to condense all three of these down into lube as well. Just so we have something else. Or just so I can also lighten the load on my inventory. Okay, so... actually, was there anything else I needed in here? I don't think so. Maybe that. Actually... Because I kind of want to get away from this as much as I can. So, function, table core sample, and gold, titanium, copper ore. Okay, so gold. Then I can get that later on, and then I just gotta get all this. Okay, so then storage units are going to be the next issue, which are here, lockers. These are the big lockers. The wall lockers are smaller, but they go on walls, so you can kind of fit a bunch of them together. But I prefer to go the big lockers, because obviously they're gonna take a lot more. So let's go get power in this bad boy. 250, 250, 250, 250. Here we come, 250. Then I'm also going to pick up some of these acid mushrooms before I go in, because they'll infinitely respawn, especially in this area. They're plentiful. Yep, and there's some directly outside my front door, so I don't even need to make anything for them. So, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that should be enough for now to at least get some type of power going. Okay, so...
A reliable power source is
there
a
we
critical
go.
step towards self-sufficiency. Consider keeping a photojournal of your
There we go. Now we have power running into this. So whenever we have to run out of power, we go up there, throw some more plants in it, and it should turn immediately right back on. So now, something I might do is I might add, in my spare time, add another floor to this so I can at least get a second power going. So now, that just gave us a lot of freedom. Okay, so next up is a fabricator and a radio station. Radio is going to go right next door. So now we can actually get that.
Avery Quinn, trading ship Sunbeam. Aurora, do you read? Over. Nothing but vacuum. These Altera ships. They run low on engine grease, send an SOS. You offer help, they don't pick up. Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position. Do you still need our assistance? Over. I'll try them again tomorrow. Damn charter's gonna have us blowing our credits running errands for Altera. See what the long-range scans pick up in the meantime.
What is my rotate button? Oh. Okay, so apparently right here is when I accidentally muted myself whenever I was recording this for some reason. So, from what I can remember is the reason why you want to rotate your lockers into this orientation is because you can actually store a lot more lockers per individual space. And in a sense, you're expanding your inventory space by like however many spaces are in each locker, which is a lot. Like I think it's an entire inventory full. Yeah, it's an entire inventory full of stuff that you can actually fill up. So I was hoping to get the water filtration system, but I needed aerogel to possibly get but aerogel is a little bit further down. We're not there quite yet. And then the scanner room, which I will be describing as I do this, because I have to do this post-production now, because I didn't realize this until like literally probably 3 minutes after this. So right now I'm just gaining all the resources to actually build the scanner room. And the scanner room, if I haven't mentioned it before, that it's a place that scans items for you. So like you put in an item and you want to find titanium, it'll find titanium for you, and then you just go out and grab it for you, or it pulls up a list of all the different stuff that you could need. So pulling out the scanner room now, I just need a couple materials, a couple of copper to be exact, and I'm trying to figure out a place for it. So not there, because that's where all my lockers are. This back area is probably going to be the best area for that. So we're going to build that here. And so once it's all built, and so about at this point, once I get into the scanner room, is actually when I figure out that I muted myself. So those are the cameras that you can get for that you can actually control. I never use them because I personally find them pointless. And then these are the upgrades. So the HUD chip upgrade is going to be the best one for you because it throws everything up onto your HUD. And then the range and speed upgrades do whatever. So I'm gonna let it back to me. I'm gonna be repeating, but that's fine. Why did you have that? Okay, so now that we have the scanner room now, which I don't know if, because my mic randomly muted there, so I don't know how much of that you actually heard, but the scanner room is here now. The camera is here. I never personally use it because I don't see a point in it, but you can actually put different stuff on it and it will disperse it onto this. Now over here is your fabricator for your scanner room upgrades. One upgrade that I suggest you guys getting is the scanner room HUD chip upgrade, which if I quickly build that for you, which what goes in a computer chip now? Computer chip, copper wire. Okay. Okay, so I'm pretty much gonna move into that space already because I can. Then hopefully I can actually show off the space for you guys. I'm also probably going to add a couple solar panels just so whenever the sun comes up, my bioreactors can have a break instead of working all the damn time. So, then magnetites. Don't need these eyes for now. Gonna use them later on in the game. You guys will probably see. But yeah, now my cameras are markers for my base. So, I got that going for me. Okay, so for computer chip we need copper wire, which we can make that. And make that. Okay. I didn't know how far the distance is. So now, if we make this, which now it automatically uploads it to this, which is always a good thing. Now, whenever we scan, let's just say I want to scan for quartz. It's going to send out a ping, and that obviously is going to use power. In which things should start appearing. Yep, right there. And that's just telling you, oh, quartz is right here. That's all it's pretty much telling you. And also it appears up here, but that doesn't really do much. And you see quartz down there. And then to just stop it, you just press the X. And then it stays there for, I don't know how long, but I'm going to need a decent amount of quartz for base building and stuff like that, especially for scanner rooms, or not scanner rooms, power supplies, such as the solar panels, as I was talking about beforehand. So yeah.
Sulfur deposits in the local cave systems. Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool.
Thanks for something I've had for a while now. So now that we have that, I feel like that is honestly a good place to leave it at. Probably whenever we come back in the next one, I'll probably have some work done on the base. Probably getting a little bit more organized, maybe adding a couple stuff here and there. But nothing too drastic. Probably a couple upgrades and maybe more of a... oh, what do you call it? I'm trying to think of the word. More, just rummaging through all the stuff that you guys don't need to see in a video that will just waste your guys' time, because I personally just don't want to do that. You guys are more important than that. Oh god. So yeah, let's go back to the base so I can actually fully do this. So, if you guys honestly enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe. It honestly means the world whenever you guys do that for me. And I will hopefully see you guys in the next one.